Hello and welcome back to Does It Go Hard, a show where I review movies, video games, and more. So yes, I watched the latest Netflix movie, The Gray Man by the Russo Brothers. I usually like to give a creative intro to this shit, but I just sometimes where you have nothing creative to say, you just have to say things like they are. And what I have to say right now about this movie is that this movie is a big snooze fest. I think the most disappointing thing about this movie is the fact that the directors behind it, the Russo Brothers, the people behind some of the best movies in the MCU, Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame, it's like, how do you go from that to this dumb shit? It's like, those Marvel movies look so grounded in reality compared to this dumb shit. Okay, so the story of this movie is as basic as it gets. It's the most generic action story plot that you could possibly think of. Imagine it's John Wick combined with the Bourne movies, except that this movie is incredibly empty of personality. There's not a single pinch of creativeness in terms of story or actual character or writing. This movie is just bland. Like, I think the biggest thing I can say about this film is that from the beginning, this shit is the flattest thing that I've seen in a while. Like, and I've seen a lot of flat shit this year, okay? I've seen a lot of movies that are just completely blank slate, boring, just a complete waste of time. But there's something interesting about this movie, is that as boring as it is, there are two saving factors that at least it kind of makes it not as shitty as it really should be if you really think about it. This movie has a pretty big cast. I mean, you have Ryan Gosling, Ana de Armas, Chris Evans, Captain America, and also Buzz Lightyear recently. This is how these movies trick you, okay? These movies trick you into thinking that just because it has a cast of really known actors, Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans, Ana de Armas is kind of new-ish, but she's also becoming very, very well known. That's how these movies trick you. They put all these big names in a poster, so you think this shit gonna be good. But in reality, it is the farthest from that. Like, I know that not every movie that has a huge packed cast is like that. I get it. But a lot of movies just want to catch your attention by putting a lot of big names on the poster. This is one of those examples where they just put big names on this movie just for the sake of getting the attention of people, so people actually watch it. It also does not surprise me like at all that Netflix does this. I mean, Netflix, like I said before, especially in my Sea Beast review, Netflix is filled with a lot of garbage, okay? They have a huge catalog of awful shit that sometimes is sprinkled with good content. 99% of the cast brings absolutely nothing to the table. I mean, Ana de Armas, it's just her character from No Time to Die, except that in No Time to Die, she actually has a real personality. She's actually the standout of that movie, of that James Bond movie. Here, she's just the same character she is in that movie, just without all the personality, without any of the charisma. She's just completely, she's just kind of here, She's just kind of dead walking throughout this entire movie. And I can say that about almost anyone in the cast. I mean, Ryan Gosling, he's a really good actor. I also like him. But he just kind of brings no emotion to this film. He brings not only no emotion, he brings no personality. Like, the entire time, Ryan Gosling is just saying his lines like, yes, okay, yeah. Like, dead face like that. I'm like, are you even trying, man? Like, goddamn, you're supposed to be a good actor. And you are a good actor. And you are just, like, not giving a fuck at all about this performance. Like, whatsoever. It is embarrassing. The one thing I can say about the cast is that there is only one single fucking person that came here and said, I'm gonna do a good job, even though the material is stupid as hell. And that is Chris Evans. Chris Evans does bring a lot of personality. He was the one person that came in here and said, this shit goofy as fuck, I'ma play it up. And he does bring a lot of personality to the film. He is the one person that anytime he was on screen, I was loving it. I loved him in the film, mainly because he was just at least trying. He was at least actually giving a performance, unlike everyone else in the fucking cast where they're just dead walking throughout the entire film, just giving no emotions, no sign of personality. Everybody is taking this shit so seriously, and the only motherfucker that decided to come here and say, no, let me bring at least a pinch of personality here, was Chris Evans. And God bless him for that. Because if it wasn't for him, this shit would be fucking, it would be even worse. Like, this shit would be an atrocity. I mean, this movie is already bad, but it would be even worse without his contribution to the film. Like I said, everybody else in the cast brings absolutely nothing. And the worst part is that everybody in the cast are good actors. I've seen most of these actors before in other movies and other material and other projects where they bring everything to their roles. I mean, I've talked about Ryan Gosling. I like Ryan Gosling as an actor. He's a good actor. I mean, I don't love him. Like, I don't think he's like one of the greatest actors ever, not whatsoever. But he's a good actor. Like, he does give out good performances most of the time. Ana de Armas igual. Oh my god, my Spanish is coming out. Ana de Armas, it's the same with her. She's also an amazing actress. She also, anytime I see her, she brings a good performance to the table. And I can say the same about everybody else in the cast, but here they were just directed to act their shit like it was the straightest, most serious thing you ever seen in your life. Don't you fucking dare laugh at this. This is serious. And that's the worst part of it. This movie is goofy as shit. Like, it is bonkers stupid. This movie has the production of a Marvel MCU movie, and it has the silliness out of something like the Bourne, John Wick, and what are they called? The Fast and Furious movies. And somehow, even with all of this goofy ass, ridiculous shit, they still want to play it up seriously. Like, there are scenes where Ryan Gosling is literally running his ass off from fucking complete destruction, and he's still running his ass and acting like nothing is going on. Like, he acts with the serious, most straight face ever, and I'm like, oh my god, you cannot be fucking serious about this shit. Like, this is baffling. I think I read somewhere in an article saying that this is one of Netflix's most expensive movies. I mean, that's crazy. They've poured a lot of money into a lot of their projects. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Most of the time it doesn't. So let me be completely honest there. But here, you can tell that they poured a shit load of money. They invested in this. They wanted to make a franchise out of this. Oh my god. But again, the production, you can tell the production is good. I mean, you can tell the money is there. And another positive that I can definitely give is that the action scenes are well choreographed. This was actually one of the things in the movie that I was like, okay, you didn't fuck up here. Which is surprising, but I'm at the same time also not surprised because it's the Russo Brothers. The Russo Brothers always bring a lot of their A game when it comes to their action sequences. And you can tell here. And I was like, okay, you know, this movie is pretty bland and stupid and boring. But at least the action sequences are good. That's another positive I can give. And that'd be about it. Everything else is just fucking dumb. I mean, really, I mean, if you're curious, watch it. But personally, I'm telling you, don't fucking waste your time with this. This should not have been 2 hours long. At minimum, this should have been an hour and 30 minutes long. But goddamn, this is like 2 hours and how many whatever minutes extra. It's like it should not be that long. It should not be like that long, and it does not deserve to be this long. It's disappointing because I do like the Russo Brothers. I think they're actually very talented directors. I mean, you've seen their work in, like, again, the MCU projects that I've mentioned, but also in other movies that they've done since their work in the MCU. They're good directors. They know how to direct a good scene. It's just that the writing and the stories and the characters, all that shit, they just don't seem to do that very well on their own. So it's disappointing. Yeah, I guess I can just say that I'm disappointing, but mostly I'm pissed off because I wasted 2 hours on this stupid shit. So yeah, I mean, originally I was gonna give this movie a straight up eat shit, like immediately. At first when I was watching this, I said, this movie can eat shit. That was gonna be my original rating. But then after thinking about it a little bit more, again, the performance of Chris Evans does kind of lift it up a little bit. The action sequences, like I said, are very well choreographed, and they're actually quite enjoyable to watch. And again, the production is there. So if you're just here to watch dumb spectacle, I mean, go for it. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you. I don't want to stop you from watching it and having an opinion of your own. So again, if you want to watch it just out of curiosity, or if you just want dumb entertainment, then watch it. For me, that's completely good. But at the same time, I do not recommend watching this. But again, that's just me, okay? So my rating for Netflix's The Gray Man is going to be a low lame. I mean, this movie was incredibly lame. That's why it's a low lame. Because even though it does have these driplets, these little drips of coolness and kind of like entertainment, it doesn't excuse the rest of the fucking movie, is what I'm trying to say. These small things, while they may be good and might be entertaining, they are not enough for me. I wasted 2 hours on this shit, and I'm not getting those 2 hours back. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. What do you guys think about The Gray Man? I mean, I know it's pretty recent, but at the same time, I want to hear what you guys think about it. Leave it down in the comments. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Or are you just kind of in the middle? Yeah, this was a bit of a rough one to get through. But anyways, again, thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to keep watching my content. And click on the bell if you want to get notified anytime I upload any video. And don't forget to share it. Please spread the word of the channel. That would mean a lot to me. And as always, good day, good night, and stay safe.